Hi, I'm Damari Gray. You're watching Reggae Boyz commentary.
I'm Altaman Freddie Butler.
And I'm Ricardo Baby Gardner, and you're watching the Reggae Boyz commentary.
Reggae Boyz commentary, live and direct every time.
This video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471. Hey guys, thank you so much for taking your time out to watch this video in particular. But let me give you an update on a channel called Sport City. Yes, Sport City. It is a channel dedicated to everything related to Jamaican sports. Football, cricket, athletics, netball, rugby league, rugby union, tennis, lacrosse, swimming, you name it, we got it on Sport City. And what is the channel designed to do? It is designed to highlight Jamaican talents across all of those sporting disciplines. If you're a Jamaican and you're playing that sport, then we got you covered on Sport City. So it's quite simple, guys. Hit the subscribe button to Sport City right now.
Buenos días todo el mundo et bienvenidos a Reggae Boyz Commentary. Bonjour tout le monde et bienvenue à Reggae Boyz Commentary. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? It's Friday. And you guys know what Friday means, right? Do you? What type of person are you? Are you a coffee or are you a tea person? I like both. Tea, obviously, because the English tradition. Coffee, because it has this soothing effect on your digestive system. And when your age is about to fall off the calendar, you know, your body tends to go through changes. So it's just about ensuring that you physically are well. Hello, everybody. I'm Simon Preston. Welcome back to Reggae Boyz Commentary. This is the platform where we come together to discuss everything in relation to Jamaican football. This is your hub for everything Jamaican football related. How are you all doing? It's Friday, 10:25 a.m. in Jamaica. It's 11:25 over in Florida and the eastern parts of the United States, Toronto, etc. 8:25 a.m. in Los Angeles, California, San Diego, Santa Clara, Seattle. It's about 5:25 a.m. in Hawaii. It's about 4:24 p.m. over in London, England, 5:25 in Paris, and we progress on and on and on and on, shall we? So without further ado, let's get straight to this video, shall we? Great to see the comments coming in as well. Chorus Cornif, Jamaican Legend, I'm so special. Gregory Allen, great to see you all in the comments. Truly appreciate it. Very much so. Chorus Cornif says, up, up. Jamaican Simon, tell me about the deals. The deals? Okay. All right. Well, first thing first, we want to congratulate Cavalier for qualifying for the semifinals of the CONCACAF Caribbean Cup. Back-to-back years now, they're in the semifinals of the competition. Not only that as well, let me just go ahead and add as well that they were runners-up in 2023. So essentially, you could say Cavalier are 2 games away, because we know there's another game against Arnegard, so technically three games away from qualifying for the CONCACAF Champions Cup. You get to the final, you qualify for the CONCACAF Champions Cup. So that will be a back-to-back for Cavalier. As we know, they took on FC Cincinnati earlier this year. Great exposure for the players, and now we progress on further now. So for me, I would love to have 2 Jamaican clubs qualify. We know it was impossible to have 3 Jamaican clubs to qualify for the semifinals because you have 3 Jamaican clubs in one group. So therefore, that being said, I want to have two Jamaican clubs in the semi-finals. That would be good. That'd be good to see, honestly. So that would be great to see, honestly. Gregory Allen says, bless up. Duckland Stennett says, Ja, bless up the man them. Big up. Carasconi says, buenos dias. Buenos dias indeed. So let me just explain the permutations so that you are aware. I wonder if I could be able to bring up a graphic. Let me test it out, okay? And then if so, then I'll be able to bring up a graphic so that everybody is aware and present a graphic on the screen. Yeah. Okay. So you should be able to see right here. All right, the CONCACAF Caribbean. So as you can see, Thursday, October 3, 2024, both matches are going to take place simultaneously. Arne Gardens against Cavalier and Mount Pleasant against Real Hope. Arne Gardens, we know they're already eliminated from the competition, but they'll be playing for pride and pushing for their first ever win in the CONCACAF Caribbean Cup. Cavalier already through to the semifinals, but certainly looking to finish at the top of the group. And a victory for Cavalier will ensure that they finish at the top of the group. All right, good. The second game, you could say there's more permutations at stake. Mount Pleasant Academy against Real Hope. So Real Hope has 5 points. They're the only unbeaten team in this group, 5 points, whereas Mount Pleasant Academy has 4 points. A Mount Pleasant win puts them in the semifinals. A draw or a defeat means that Real Hope will be joining Cavalier in the semifinals of the CONCACAF Caribbean Cup. So next week, Thursday, it's Arne Gardens against Cavalier, National Stadium. Mount Pleasant Academy against Real Hope at, that's right, Sabina Park. Okay? Interesting, eh? So that is the information so that you're aware. So let's go to this video where we're talking now about Central America. Now, ever since I was born and grew up, and I'd always remember that when Jamaica would have World Cup qualifiers, especially specifically speaking the 2002 World Cup qualifying cycle. I never forget, when matches were on free-to-air television, I'd never forget Simon Croskill saying Central American soil, and Jamaica's record on Central American soil. And the truth is, Jamaica's first win on Central American soil, I was about 5 or 6 years old, 1999, when we defeated Guatemala by 4-2 in the Copa Guatemala, which was a friendly invitational tournament. But in a World Cup qualifier, it wasn't until one day before Hurricane Ivan. Remember that day? El Salvador against Jamaica, 2004. Marlon King, 2 goals, and Micah Hyde with the other goal. And then we had to wait. Of course, we went on and drew 1 with Panama, so that was another positive result on Central American soil. We'll move on to another World Cup qualifying cycle, but prior to that, in 2011, we defeated El Salvador again, 3-2 in El Salvador, so that's another win on Central American soil. And then after that, you go and press on forward now, and you think about other places where Jamaica has gotten positive results or wins on Central American soil. We progress even further on now. We can go towards the 2013 time frame now. Drew 0-0 with Panama in Panama. You know what I'm saying? And then we progress on further now. We could go to the 2018 World Cup qualifying cycle where Jamaica picked up another win on Central American soil. A 2-0 win over Nicaragua, the team that Jamaica is going to be playing on Thursday, October 10, 2024, in Managua, in Estadio Nacional. That was 2015. We'll progress further on now and go to 2021 when we took on Honduras. What was the score? 2-0, 2-0. O'Neal Fisher and Kemar Roof. And then most recently, a couple of weeks ago, a 2-1 victory over Honduras. So we've defeated Honduras in Honduras twice in our history. Once in Tegucigalpa, once in San Pedro Sula. We've defeated Nicaragua in Nicaragua before. We've defeated Guatemala in Guatemala before. So Honduras, Nicaragua, Guatemala. All right, so when you think about the other Central American nations, you have now Panama, Costa Rica, Panama, Costa Rica, Belize, as the other Central American teams at Jamaica would have to get victories on their home turf, but that will come in the future. So here we are now presented with another opportunity to win a competitive game, win a game on Central American soil. Guatemala 1999, El Salvador 2004, El Salvador 2011, Nicaragua 2015, Honduras 2021, and Honduras 2024. Six wins on Central American soil. So let's be up like 7 now. Let's be up like 7. Remember that chorus, Corneve? I'm not sure how old you were, but I can tell you that was a special moment. It was really, really unexpected too. When you factor in all of those components together. El Salvador just defeated Panama. Panama came to Jamaica. They got the maximum points. We went to El Salvador, and 4th minute, Marlon King said, "Yo, we made business." And we got the win, didn't we? That's right. Absolutely right. Carl Largy says, "Greetings, Simon. All respect. I will always listen to your program and you keep it positive and no drama." I love that. Look, I love my country. This is the land of my birth. And the reason why I started this platform in 2016 was to give information about Jamaica, how great we are, and expose our talents. Whether you are here on the island or whether you are in the diaspora. As I've always said, a Karoy Anderson, a Dexter Lembekisa, Kanaya Boyce Clark, they're no less of a Jamaican as I am. No less of a Jamaican as I am. The only difference is the corner of the globe that we might have been born in. But apart from that, they're no less of a Jamaican as I am, and nor should they be treated as less of a Jamaican as I am. And I've always made the point about what was going on in Jamaica, mid-80s, thereabouts, and how many persons decided to migrate. And as a result of that, we see, especially on the Reggae Girls side, a lot of players that were born in the early 90s, mid-90s, or even early 2000s, came from the fact that their mother or father departed the island, whether it was for education or for work, and they decided to grow. So could that have been my family? Who knows? When everything was going on, you think about the financial challenges that a lot of families had during that time. It could have been your family, it could have been my family. I'm grateful that my parents were so resilient and hardworking, and this is the land where I am born. Like I've always made mention, and I always gave the example. Look at, like, for example, Tiffany Cameron, who was born early 90s like myself. Her mother and father decided to take the opportunity overseas. My parents decided to stay in Jamaica, and this is where I was born. So we should never ever look down on our fellow countrymen that were born outside of the island. Never. So I say all of that to say, Carl, that for me, this platform is about positive information. This platform is for Jamaicans to feel proud of themselves. That is exactly what it is about. Unity. There's nothing greater than that. Strength, power. And that's exactly what I'll do. I want, when persons think about Jamaica, to think about the great talent we have. Maybe it comes down to how I was raised. Like I said, I grew up in a nuclear family. I was also, in terms of religious beliefs, taught about love, respect, responsibility. So this is not the platform for Pasa Pasa. If that is what you came for, I'm sorry, but this is not the platform for you. I'm not here to speak lies. I'm here to speak truths. And if you don't like that, then I'm sorry, but this is not the platform for you. And it's as simple as that. Okay? It's as simple as that. I do this because I genuinely love football and I love my country. That is the reason why I do this. The only two reasons why I do this. Those are the only two reasons why I do this. Okay? Because of love. And ever since I was 4 or 5 years old, that love has been the same and perhaps even grown. So with me, that's how it will always be. And as I've said before, and I'll say it again, I will always do my best for my country. I know how much of a privilege it is, and I know how much of a responsibility it is, because the 9-10 million Jamaicans across the globe are looking towards us. So I understand the responsibility, and I understand the importance as well. And I've not forgotten about that. I know what a privilege it is as well to win a medal for your country. Not many people can say that, and I'm grateful for that. So I just want to make that abundantly clear to everybody. I have 6 wins on Central American soil. In 2 weeks' time, let's go for number 7. 13 days from now. All right. You're right, Course Cornif. You're absolutely right. Honestly, I think even halftime as well, because remember at halftime it was 3-0. We made a couple of changes as well in the second half. But even at halftime, people were leaving the stadium. I remember watching that match like it was yesterday. I can't believe it was 20 years ago. It was 20 years ago. My God. That was 20 years ago. September 2004. Oh my God, that was 20 years ago. I'm just letting that sink in 20 years ago because I actually remember sitting down at home watching the game. It was a Wednesday evening. It's a Wednesday evening, probably 9 o'clock Jamaica time. Because, of course, we're an hour ahead of Central America. Man, time just goes by so fast. It's unbelievable. Curse Cornif, honestly. 20 years? I'm just thinking, jeez, man, where's time gone? You know time goes by fast when you start to see the gray hairs. Honestly. I'm serious. I'm being dead serious. Carl Largy says, straight talk, keep up this great program. Thank you very much, Carl Largy. I appreciate it. It's important to highlight Jamaica, and there are many things about us that we don't highlight that needs to be highlighted. We won 3 medals this year. Think about it. Think about another calendar year in Jamaica's history where we've won 3 medals. The CFU under 14, the Nations League bronze, and the under 18s in Turkey. When was the last time a Jamaican teams, when national teams went abroad, came back, and we won 3 medals at the end of the year? Well, Jamaica has done that. So you have to say that 2024, there has been some positives, 100%. Patrick Olness, respect and honest. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciate that. Richly appreciate that. So, yeah, it's something for us to think about. Wally, as I've made mention, Nicaragua, they have a couple of players that picked up back-to-back yellow cards against French Guiana and Cuba, respectively. Some waiting confirmation that Juan Barrera would be suspended for the game because he picked up back-to-back yellows against Cuba and against French Guiana. So he's the linchpin of that team, Juan Barrera. A lot of things go through him. Most capped, top goal scorer. He is Mr. Nicaragua. And without him, a lot of reliance now goes on to what they do in the middle of the park. We have the ability, we have the confidence, we have the skill, we have the panache to get all 3 points in Managua. So we're looking forward to it. Very much so. So I can't wait. And I know you all can't wait as well. So look forward to that. 6 wins on Central American soil. Let's build on that. Get number 7. In November, who knows? Number 8, if it is Panama. Because as everybody's aware, right now, as it stands, if the Nations League group stage were to end right now, it would mean Jamaica against Canada and Costa Rica against Panama. But let's see. We have to do our work. And remember, we are in no control. We have no control of what happens in Group A with Costa Rica and Guatemala and Martinique. Jamaica has no control over that. So what we can do, get our 6 points from these next 2 games and progress forward. Get to 10 points and we progress. Good. All right, folks. Thank you very much for tuning in. As I've said prior, so we're looking at next week. Friday is supposed to be the squad announcement, but more details will unfold. So next week, Friday, the squad announcement will take place. All right, so we can look forward to that. Okay. But yes, you're correct, Lee, in relation to Cuba. It is a possibility that Cuba could get to 8 points if they able to get 6 points from their next 2 games. So it's on us now, Jamaica, to be able to ensure that we end the group stages with 10 points. Thank you very much for tuning in, everybody. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the like button, the share button, the subscribe button to Reggae Boyz commentary. More videos to come your way later today and later on in the weekend as well. Are you guys looking forward to the English Premier League this weekend? As you know, tomorrow morning, bright and early, it's Newcastle United against Manchester City. Also coming up at 9 o'clock, you got Ethan Pinnock against Mikel Antonio at 9 o'clock. And then after that, you got Bobby Decordova-Reid and Leicester City taking on Arsenal at the Emirates. That itself is at 9 a.m. Jamaica time tomorrow morning. And of course, on Sunday, we have Leon Bailey Baller against Ipswich Town at 8 a.m. Early start, very early start. Stay tuned, guys, and we'll be back with so much more right here on Reggae Boyz commentary.
This video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471. Hey guys, thank you so much for taking your time out to watch this video in particular. But let me give you an update on a channel called Sport City. Yes, Sport City. It is a channel dedicated to everything related to Jamaican sports. Football, cricket, athletics, netball, rugby league, rugby union, tennis, lacrosse, swimming, you name it, we got it on Sport City. And what is the channel designed to do? It is designed to highlight Jamaican talents across all of those sporting disciplines. If you're a Jamaican and you're playing that sport, then we got you covered on Sport City. So it's quite simple, guys. Hit the subscribe button to Sport City right now.
Hi, my name is Lee Williamson. Subscribe to Reggae Boyz commentary.
Hi, my name is Joby McAnuff. Subscribe to Reggae Boyz commentary.